Welcome to The Resilient Reiner, the premier podcast focused on mental performance for equestrians and improved horse show performance. Whether you're a rookie reiner or a seasoned competitor, this show is for riders who want to take their skills to the next level and achieve their full potential in the show ring. I'm Nicole Burnett, and I'm a master mindset coach who's obsessed with helping you achieve all those horse dreams you always thought were impossible. Join me each week to develop a show-ready mindset and gain the competitive edge you need to compete with confidence. $50,000. Yep, that was the total at the end of the year. All it costs to feed the pony and compete at like 8 shows. Like, oh my gosh. But seriously, as a mental coach and as a horsewoman and a competitor myself, I hear what folks are spending, and it's not necessarily shouted from the rooftops, but it costs some serious coin to participate in these horse sports, even if we don't like to say it out loud. So whether this amount makes you feel like you spend way less or way more, I'm just going to say it out loud. And honestly, I hope that this reassures you that you aren't alone in spending money on your horse. And honestly, I've heard this more than once. I have actually heard most things that I share more than once. So yeah, it's we are more alike than we are dissimilar. So you really aren't alone. Anyway, back to my story. Paying full training, board, and showing cost 50 G's for a year of competition. No, that didn't include the purchase price of the horse or the truck or the trailer or the custom saddle. I mean, okay, I'm getting off track. My apologies. My point is that that's a lot of money to most folks. And it's possible that you are, uncomfortable listening to this podcast, or you're taking it off speakerphone before your spouse hears it and questions your figures. And it's totally possible that you are not in a full-time training program, so your number is less. But truly, if you spent even half of that, let's say you spent $25,000 showing and competing in a year, even if you spent $10,000 showing and competing in a year, does that feel like a lot to you? Maybe you don't compete at all, but you keep your horse alive, and that costs literally thousands and thousands of dollars just to keep your horse alive in the backyard, just to keep them in hay, in farrier appointments, and basic routine vet care is still thousands and thousands of dollars every single year. And that's before you've even done anything with them. So now that I've got you all riled up and bothered, and we just went there talking about the elephant in the room, here's really my main point, is that you can't afford not to do any sort of mental preparation and training for yourself. So maybe that is with Resilient Reiner Academy, focused on getting unshakably confident. Maybe it's with the Mental Gym for Equestrians, where we're going to install a whole new mindset and way of thinking for confidence, focus, and resilience. Maybe you reach out for one-on-one coaching, or maybe you do it the extra difficult, extra challenging DIY route. Maybe you just go with somebody else. All of that's fine. My main point was just to hit you in the face with some real numbers. That these horses that we have and that we love are not free. I literally got to load up and head over to the vet today for an unexpected vet bill. And if you've ever thought mental training, it sounds great, but I barely have time to ride, let alone add something else to my plate. You're not alone. Most riders that I talk to, they're juggling work, family, and riding schedules that leave them with just enough time to squeeze in the essentials. Adding mental training to your existing routine can feel like one more thing pulling at your already stretched schedule. But here's the truth. Mental training isn't about spending hours meditating in a quiet room. I mean, I certainly won't stop you if that's your jam, but I'm about mental performance in the real world. It's about making the most of the time you already have to rewire your mindset and unlock your potential. It's about developing the skill to go from being angry at why can't my kids just get along or feeling anxious about riding in front of that big name trainer and being able to shift to calm, focused energy to get it done and have a great ride. It's about developing the skill to not get thrown off track when life happens, because with every year that passes, I discover that life is constantly happening no matter what. And it's really messes with my plans. It's about being able to cultivate your own unstoppable resilience and motivation to finally achieve those goals that you say you care about. It's about being able to finally have the courage to identify what your goals truly are, not what somebody else's goals, not what your barn mates are, but your goals. Because here's the kicker. Mental training doesn't take time. It saves it. How many hours do you spend feeling stuck in your head, spiraling into self-doubt, or replaying mistakes instead of making progress? Imagine how much smoother your rides would be if you could silence the inner critic and ride with clarity and confidence. The rides where you show up to the barn focused, confident, and resilient, where a little bobble doesn't begin to phase you and you just flow through the ride connected and loving it like you're 12 again with that big old grin on your face. That has everything, literally everything to do with your mindset. It has nothing to do really with your horse or anything else. It's all to do with you and your mind. Think how much faster your training progresses when you're in that state. And, to bring it full circle, let's be honest here. Think of how much money you'll save by not throwing away show fees when you aren't anywhere near being in the zone. One of my clients had every reason to skip on mental training. Between work, family, and riding, her days were so jam-packed. But she also felt really stuck. She was frustrated by the same mistakes that just kept showing up in her riding. We'd had breakthroughs in our sessions together, and I had her start with just some small, doable exercises before her rides. Within 2 weeks, she noticed a difference. She was telling me I felt so much more grounded instead of overthinking. She's like, I'm riding with purpose, not just wandering around. And it's incredible how such a small change has boosted my confidence. And I wanted to share that with you guys because what she discovered is something that I tell all my riders. Mental training isn't about finding time. It's about making your time work for you. Sometimes you have to find time, but it's really about you have a certain amount of time. How can you make that work for you? So hopefully this gave you something to think about today and just encourage you to take one step closer, one step of something to Work on your mindset today so that you can show up when it's time for you to show up at the barn, when it's time for you to show up halter in hand to work and play with your horse today, that you're ready to make the most of that time. And of course, if you are ready for the next step, but you aren't sure what that means, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how you can work with me when you're ready to take the next step. So, Resilient Reiner Academy, this is for you if you are ready for the confidence to win. Resilient Reiner Academy is your step-by-step guide to develop unshakable confidence and dial in your show day routine. So this is for riders who want a structured, self-paced program that teaches proven mental performance tools to improve your rides in both training and competition. You get access to a comprehensive library of lessons, exercises, and resources that are designed to help you overcome self-doubt, manage your nerves, and really build the confidence to perform at your best. I've designed the academy with busy riders in mind. Each tool, each lesson is bite-sized, it's practical, it's easy to integrate into your day. You don't need hours, you need just a few intentional moments to see real results. And why this works, you'll build the mental strength with practical science-backed tools that you can implement immediately. So if you love learning on your own schedule and you want tools that you can return to anytime, Resilient Reiner Academy is your perfect fit. Next up, you can work with me in the Mental Gym for Equestrians. This has limited opportunities each year to join because this is a live group coaching program. Think of this as your daily mindset workout. You get coaching plus accountability equals results, okay? The Mental Gym is ideal for riders who want consistent, bite-sized training to keep their mindset sharp and their confidence strong. So this is for busy riders who want daily guidance to stay on track mentally without overwhelming your schedule. Riders who are ready to break through their limiting beliefs to get to your next level. What you'll get is the weekly group coaching calls. You get custom actions and daily audios to get you focused, confident, and resilient to stay calm and focused under pressure for easily having your best runs and best rides yet. And why it works? The Mental Gym creates powerful mental shifts. We're just going to rewire your brain here through consistent small actions. This is perfect for riders who thrive with daily structure and love live coaching. So if you want to make steady progress in just minutes a day and love live coaching, the Mental Gym is the way to go. And of course, one-on-one coaching, you get personalized strategies tailored to your unique challenges and goals. This is great for riders preparing for high-stakes events or dealing with specific mental barriers that require hands-on support. I know I've worked with riders preparing and competing at NRHA Derby, at the Congress, riders who are overcoming fear after accidents. And what you get is custom coaching sessions designed to uncover limiting beliefs, rewire your mindset, and develop personalized strategies for peak performance. And why it works, you work directly with me to address your challenges in real time, ensuring that every session you deliver impactful results. So if you're looking for the fastest path to breakthrough results, one-on-one coaching is a great option for you. So each of these programs is designed to help you perform at your best, whether you prefer self-paced learning, daily structure, or personalized support. And if you're still not sure which program is right for you, don't stress out, okay? Just send me a message and we'll figure it out together. So ride on with confidence, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. And also, you can always send me an anonymous message and tell me how much or how little you spend on your horse each year. And I say this because never be ashamed. I guarantee you there are people spending way less, and I also guarantee you there are people spending way more. So if all I did was create one controversial post this year, good. All right, well, I love you guys. I love hanging out with you. Thanks for being here and talk soon, my friends. Right on.